canvas is so massive that it didn't even fit in the thumbnail photo I took. That's how big it is. And I'm going to paint it for all the laundry room area. Because my cat, Izzy, sweet little Izzy, decided to climb into the dryer. Those little balls are lint balls. They make the clothing less staticky and less likely to shock you. She's very cute, especially in this photo. Look at her little face. Oh, she's so cute. Now let's paint a photo of her. Paint a picture of her. Yeah, so one of my parents, I think it was my mom, was doing laundry and Izzy decided to climb into the dryer. It makes sense. I guess the dryer would be nice and warm because all the clothes had been taken out of it. It was probably nice and warm. And there were lint balls in there for her to play with and cuddle with, which I assume was entertaining for her. Speaking of Izzy, I have Izzy in the room with me. Hello, Izzy. She is happily flopping in a sun puddle. She kind of looks like she's being blinded by the sun, but I guess it's fine because she hasn't moved. How you doing, Izzy? You happy in your sun puddle? Yeah, you look so happy. You look so very happy, Izzy. She looks very happy in her sun puddle. This canvas was so massive it would barely even fit on my desk. So I had to zoom out so you could see the canvas and see all the things that I'm sketching. Meaning that you can also kind of see the messiness off to the side there. That little box that you can see in the corner, that is Izzy's box. I know, shocker, it's not my box. I don't have a random box. Actually, I do have random boxes. That's a lie. I do have a lot of random boxes. But that is Izzy's box. It's a ramen box from Costco. Because those Costco ramen boxes come with a lot of packs of ramen. And I love ramen. Have I done a painting that has ramen on the channel? I don't think I have. I need to get on that. It's Izzy's box. And she likes to sleep in it sometimes. It looks like a pretty cozy box. It has old clothes that don't fit me anymore stuffed into the bottom for Izzy to lay on as some cushioning. And it also has an old Sheriff Callie blanket. That little Zoe loved that show. It was... Now Zoe's... Why did little Zoe like that? It is a calico cat thing. And I don't really like that show anymore, so that's why it goes in Izzy's box. Okay, so for the background of the dryer, I went with an ocean theme. I kind of regret not doing a rainforest theme, but that's okay. This painting came out so great, I'll excuse it. Because it would have made more sense because it's in the dryer for it to be a rainforesty tropical look. But it's fine. I'm still really happy with how this painting came out. Maybe if a future cat I have goes inside of a washer or a dryer, I'll paint a rainforest in there. I hope they won't, but what do I know? It's pretty hard to control cats. So now I'm going in with the blue background. This painting was so massive, it used up a lot of paint, but was definitely worth it. I look forward to doing my laundry now. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's a nice pop of color to the laundry hallway. Now I'm painting the lint balls gray because they're more an off-white, but sure, gray works. This is a painting. I'm not going for realism here. I never go for realism. I don't do realism. I do a cartoony, cute style. Now I'm going in with the second coat of paint for the blue oceany background of it. It's kind of like one of those aquarium bubbles. You know those aquarium bubbles that are sometimes at aquariums and it pokes into the fish tank a little bit and then you can get a closer look at the fish. Those are cool. I always liked those. That's kind of what it is, I feel like. But it's also a laundry, a dryer. Why do I keep saying laundry? So I went with the same technique that I used for that Izzy's painting, which is add this dark color on top and then add some white onto it to make it streaky and have a nice furry lookingness to it. I'm not going for realism, but I feel like it adds, I feel like it fits well in my style. And I think it looks great, and I think it looks like Izzy, and that's the important part, is that it looks like my sweet, sweet Izzy. Oh, now she's loafing in the sun. She was being a flop, and now she's happily loafing. What a happy loaf. Such a happy loaf. Usually she goes from loaf to flop, but this time she went from flop to loaf. which I find interesting. Oh yeah, I also used that same technique to lighten up the lint balls. It worked even though they were still dry for some reason. I realized I completely forgot to do that one leg, so that's gonna take up some time. But I also used that color for Izzy's stripes, because Izzy is a tabby cat, we think. I mean, she's definitely a tabby cat. She might be a mix, we're not sure, but either way, she is definitely adorable. Aren't you, my Izzy? I'm gonna go pet her. Hang on, I need to stop the voiceover. That took longer than I expected. I probably took a 10-minute break from doing the voiceover because my sweet, sweet Izzy wanted some belly rubs. And who was I to refuse my sweet Izzy girl some belly rubs? I decided to go with orange for the fish because that gives a nice contrast against the blue. I went with this dark pink color for the starfish. I feel like I should have gone with that color for Izzy's inner ears and nose, but then I would have had to change the color of the starfish. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't. I'm adding a second coat of paint onto the starfish. And I'm lightening up Izzy's leg, because I forgot to paint that one earlier, and just lightening up her whole fur too, because I thought it was looking a little bit dark, but I'll decide to change that later. These lint balls, the gray dried way there. The gray dried way darker than I thought they would, so I lightened that up, and then I realized that Izzy's fur was a little bit too light, so I decided to darken it. And now I'm adding on her signature tabby stripes. She is such a cute and very, very sweet tabby. She's so very sweet. She has the cutest meows too when she meows for food, so go meow. I mean, sometimes she meows for food. Usually she meows at my parents' room because she desperately wants to go in there. She has gone in there before, and yet she still meows at almost every morning, and that's what I usually wake up to. I think I have a video of her meowing. Let me do my imitation meow of her. Meow. 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 That's what she sounds like. And I also decided to add some color onto the lint balls to make them more magical. And I think I really like that choice to make the lint balls all of these different colors: orange, blue, green, pink, purple. I think it came out awesome. And now I'm working on Izzy's eyes. I made one of them a little bit too big, so then I had to compensate with that for the other one. It still looks a bit large, but that's okay. I still think it came out great. And apparently I still wasn't happy with that first, so I will lighten that up a little bit. And now I'm going in with Izzy's pupils. Realistically, they would not be that dilated and big. She usually only gets that way when she is either scared, like during thunderstorms, which I mean, very reasonable. Why would you not get scared during thunderstorms when you're a cat and don't really know what's happening? Or B, when she is playing and hunting her feather toys. She loves those feather toys so much. And now I'm going in with the background for the dryer. I created this really cool effect where I put black paint and white paint. I didn't mix a gray, which is what I would normally do. And I think that gave a really cool, streaky and painterly effect. I'm really happy with how it came out. It's kind of boring watching me fill all of that in, though, because it's just grayness. And grayness is not very interesting. That's why I added the little backgroundness. Otherwise, I feel like that would have been a very boring painting if it didn't have the little fish or rainforest one, which I kind of think I still should have done the rainforest, but that's okay. Or the magical lint balls. I feel like it would have been okay without the magical lint balls, but I feel like it looks cooler that way. And I'm also adding the highlights to Izzy's eyes to make her look absolutely adorable. And then I realized that I completely forgot to add the fish's eye. We can't have an eyeless fish. I mean, I guess we could, but it makes more sense, and you can tell it's more of a fish if it has an eye. So I added an eye. I mean, an eyeless fish, is that really a fish at all? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're all eyeless fish. But, like, this one's kind of more of a goldfish, I feel like. I don't even really remember what a goldfish looks like. Well, I mean, I do remember what the cracker looks like. And now that fish looks terrified of Izzy being right there. Which, I mean, it should. I mean, would she break the glass? I mean, the fish probably wouldn't know that there's glass in between there. I'm thinking way too hard about this. This is a painting. And now I'm going with the big outline for my sweet Izzy and going in with her whiskers as well, because big outlines is my style, and cats need to have whiskers. That isn't really where the whiskers would be. The whiskers would be more near her nose, but pshaw to realism. I do not do realism. I do cute cartooniness. And I always do the whiskers on the side. That is my style. And now I'm outlining Izzy's little tabby stripes. I feel like some of them didn't really need to be outlined, but I outlined the others, so I figured I should outline all the rest as well. And now I'm also outlining the seaweed. And you see what I mean about this looking absolutely amazing? We're only halfway done with the outline, and it looks amazing. I'm so super happy with it. And now I'm making it look, the lint balls look fluffy. I feel like I may have made them a little bit too fluffy, but I'm still super happy with how this came out. And the lint balls are kind of, they're not fluffy, they're fuzzy, kind of, barely. Oh yeah, in case you don't know what lint balls are, they are stuff you can put in your, they are these little balls made of lint. I think they're made of lint. I would assume so. Otherwise, that's a very misleading name. And you put them in the dryer, and they make your clothes less staticky and less likely to shock you, which is very useful because I always get shocked by my clothing. That sounds weird out of context. So here's how this massive painting of Izzy came out. I think it's super cute. I did realize halfway through, excuse me, that it would have made way more sense instead of the little ocean aquarium thing to back there to have a rainforest since she was in the dryer. Oh well, I can save that idea for another time. Anyway, I will put a photo or video, I don't know, of how it looks in the washing room right here. Hopefully it looks good. I mean, I like it, so of course it probably looks good. Anyway, I'll see you next week for more cute stuff. Bye!